Hello everyone, today we're casting on the Gaga For Ewe shawl for the knit along. I tried to do it earlier with fingering weight yarn, the yarn that is recommended for the shawl. Now on camera, I'm afraid I can't show you what I want you to see. So here I am again, this time with Aran weight and DK leftovers, so that I hope you're going to be able to see what I want to show you. Also, I noticed that I had been filming for 23 minutes and I hadn't been very far in the pattern, so I'm going to try to be a bit quicker, but still clear. All right, so this is going to be my main color and I'm going to cast on, okay? So I need 3 stitches. Yes, you can see my stitches more clearly. Okay, 3 stitches. I'm not going to turn my work. First, my row is knit 3, slip 3 back to my left hand needle. So 1, 2, 3, and slip back. Do not turn work. Repeat this row once. 1, 2, 3, slide. Then knit 3. And pick up and knit 3 stitches along the icord edge, so you can see the icord is beginning to take shape here. I want to get both legs for a neat work. Trying to find the right light. Okay, so I'm going to pick into both legs of the stitches along the icord. 1, 2, 3 stitches. Okay. Now I'm going to get my yarn to the front because I want the yarn to be ready for the icord when I start the icord on the other side. And I'm just going to insert my needle into 3 stitches from the cast on edge. Now this time I'm not even going to try to get both legs because it's not going to happen. It's far too tight. So get whatever you can. You just want to have 3 pieces of yarn or whatever, but to have 3 new stitches on your needle. That's going to be 1. 2. And I'm going to get this bit here. 3. All right. I'm not even trying to move them onto the needle better than that because it's too tight anyway. And it's time to turn work. I have 9 stitches on my needle. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm not doing what some patterns call for the icord cast on. Now, you can do it the other way if you think it's easier. I think it's easier for me anyway to do this way. Sometimes instead of inserting your needle into 3 stitches, you turn work first and then you pick up and knit 3 stitches from the cast on edge. Now this is more difficult for me because I find it difficult to, it's easy to pick the first stitch that is on the outer edge, and then when I move towards the stitches that are already on my needle, I find it really tricky to pick them up and knit them. So I like doing it the other way, but you can choose the way you prefer. Right, so here I have turned my work. This is called next row right side main color in the pattern. So I'm going to knit 3, do the 5 stitch increase and make one twice, and then 5 stitch increase again, slip 3 with yarn in front, which is what I'm going to do at the end of every row so that I can create my icord. So, right strand of yarn, there you go, needle the other way. Okay, so knit 3. These are the very tight stitches that I just picked up. 1, 2, 3. From this point it's going to be easier. Okay, then I'm going to make 5 out of 1 stitch. So I knit into this stitch, yarn over, knit into the same stitch, yarn over and knit into it again, and I now have a cluster of 5 stitches. Then I'm going to make one, just a simple loop. There you go, make one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make one with the simple loop. Sorry, there you go. I'm trying to show you. See the twisted loop. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn in front, slip 3. Now I'm not going to turn my work now. I am going to slide my stitches so that I can work this same side again with my contrasting color this time. I'm setting up the brioche, so I'm using my contrasting color. I'm going to knit my edge stitches. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be my icord, and then yarn to the front, slip 1 yarn over, purl 1, slip 1 yarn over, purl 1, slip 1 yarn over, purl 1, oops, slip 1 yarn over, purl 1, 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 6 stitches left, slip 1 yarn over, purl 1, slip 1 yarn over and slip 3 with yarn in front. Now I can turn my work. I'm now working my wrong side. So with my main color first, I'm always going to work my rows with my main color first and then with my contrasting color. So on the wrong side, with my main color, I'm mostly burping. Edge stitches, and I'll take the stitch and the yarn over together, purl them. This is burping. Then slip 1 yarn over, burp, slip 1 yarn over, burp, slip 1 yarn over, burp, reaching the end, burp that last one, slip through with yarn in front, slide my stitches. I'm working my wrong side with my contrasting colour, so I'm going to mostly bark, that is brioche, knit. One, two, three. Yarn to the front, slip one yarn over, and bark. So yarn to the front, slip the stitch, and then when you're going to bark the next stitch, your thread is going to go over your needle and over the stitch you have slipped because your yarn was at the front. There you go, yarn to the front. See, slip one yarn over happens easily when you bark the next stitch. Here, and you want to keep your yarn to the front before you slip 3 stitches. There you go, and you turn work. Now next row. So this is when you need to read your instructions closely, and I'm going to read them too because I can't remember. So main colour, I'm going to need markers, they're right here. Okay. So with my main colour, knit 3. One, oops, sorry. 2, 3. Bark 1, stay here, bark, slip 1 yarn over, place marker, there you go, bark 1, slip 1 yarn over 3 times, 1, 2, 3, place marker, again, 1, 2, 3, place marker, bark 1, slip 1 yarn over, bark 1, slip 3 with yarn in front. Do not turn work, slide stitches. There. Then it's just easy peasy brioche. So I'm working with my contrasting colour on the right side, so I'm mostly burping. Slip 1 yarn over, burp 1, slip 1 yarn over, burp 1. As is indicated in the notes, when the markers are not mentioned, you just slip them. There you go. Oh, I could do with a cup of tea right now. And slip through the yarn in front, turn work. This is my wrong side. So wrong side, working with my main color, so I'm going to mostly bark, that is brioche knit. There you go. Oh, burp, sorry. Brioche, pearl, main color, wrong side. See, I need a cup of tea. Okay, burping away. You can already see that my contrasting color is featuring, designing, showing knit stitches, and my knit stitches in the main color are on the other side of the work, my right side. So you know that you're not going to knit with your main color on this side because you can't see any knit stitches in this color. All right, nearly there. And I slide, I use my contrasting color on the wrong side. I'm mostly going to bark this time. So slip one yarn over. Remember, you just bring your yarn to the front, slip the stitch, and then when you knit the next stitch and the yarn over together, your yarn just goes over the needle and the stitch. Yarn to the front and you slip your stitches. Okay, now this is going to become interesting. This is the first row, so it's called row 1. I start giving numbers to the rows when they're part of the repeats. I like doing that. So this row will be repeated. Now, a little part of this row, a little segment, will not be relevant because it's the first repeat. Then when you have more stitches later, you're going to need to do it, but not from the start. So you're going to see that in a second. Okay, let's do this. It says, so main color. Knit 3. Easy. Bark, yarn over bark. So bark, yarn over bark. I have a cluster of 3 stitches. Slip 1 yarn over. Bark 1, slip 1 yarn over to marker. Don't need to, the marker is here. Okay? And it doesn't say slip the marker before you do that. So don't slip the marker before you do that, because it doesn't say to do so. You are at the marker, so just do what it says to do when you are at the marker, that is slip marker. And brioche 4 stitch increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 more stitches. Slip 1 yarn over. Repeat twice more. So this time you actually need to bark 1, slip 1 yarn over to reach the marker because it's here. So you bark 1, slip 1 yarn over, bark 1, slip 1 yarn over. The marker's here, perfect. Slip marker, increase. 5, slip 1 yarn over, and again reach the marker, slip marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip 1 yarn over, bark 1, slip 1 yarn over to last 4 stitches. I'm there, so no need. Bark yarn over bark, and slip 3 with yarn in front. Right. And this is the beginning. See you soon for more. Bye bye.